Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, LifeOnPrep. Now in this video, I will be taking you through my 3.5-year transformation. So I will be showing you guys footage and also talking you guys through of my journey towards where I am today in the gym. Talking you guys through my ups and downs in my journey, and I'm just hoping that someone can take away something positive from this video and take that as a kind of motivation in their journey and crush it themselves. So why did I start training? Well, first of all, as you can see in my first picture, I'm only 60 kilos. I'm very light, I'm very underweight, and I was not happy with where I was. So I wanted to improve on that. I was not happy where I was. I wanted to get bigger, I wanted to get stronger and just make something of myself. So I started training in the gym. I started following a push, pull and legs routine, and I started seeing some results initially. However, that quickly slowed down because my nutrition was not correct. I was still not eating enough, so I was not gaining weight fast enough and I was not gaining muscle fast enough. I started to do more research about nutrition, and I found out a lot of information about macronutrients, how to calculate your own macronutrients in accordance to your goals, how many calories to eat for my goals and things like that. And once all that clicked and I got it right, I started seeing more and more results. I started getting more muscle tone, I started gaining more strength, and I was growing. And when I started working out, I ran a push pull legs program. So this was a 5-day split for me, as I did push pull legs, day off, push pull. So this is how my split went. So push was chest, shoulders and triceps, so obviously the front delt for shoulders, and usually I would also do abs at the end. On pull I would do lats, obviously, so back, traps would be included, rear delt and biceps, and then on legs I would train all my leg muscles, so calves, hamstrings and quads and glutes and so in terms of abs, I would usually do it twice a week, either after one push day and then another one after either the leg day or the second push day.
Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Instead of going under. Seems like each time I'm with you I lose my mind because I'm bending over backwards to relate. It's one thing to complain, but when you're driving me insane, well then I think it's time that we took a break. Maybe we're just trying too hard when really it's closer than it is too far. Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Instead of going under. Instead of going under. I can't sit back and wonder why it took so long for this to die. And I hate it when you fake it. You can't hide it, you might as well embrace it. So believe me, it's not easy. It seems that something's telling me I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Instead of going.
I was making great progress 2018, some of the best progress of my life in the gym. And suddenly in September 2018, I got a serious chest injury. My left pec was damaged during the bench press. as I went perhaps too heavy, and yeah, I was ego lifting and I seriously hurt my left pec. But it was also due to the fact that the gym was quite cold at the time and I probably didn't warm up that well. I went to see the doctors and he said I had a serious strain in my left pec. It was also very swollen at the time and I was not able to do any gym exercise per his recommendation for around 3 to 4 weeks. So as you can see in my Instagram, from September 2018 to February 2019, I actually didn't do any chest work whatsoever. Literally did do nothing. I didn't post about chest work, but I actually, like, it wasn't just me not posting, I just didn't do any chest work. At that time I was in too much discomfort and I was in too much fear to be able to do any chest work whatsoever again. The doctor recommended, obviously initially, to only not go to the gym for a month, which I more or less stuck to. However, I did not, on top of that, do any chest work whatsoever until I mentally felt ready and physically as well. And also, of course, due to my chest injury, I had to eventually cut out weighted pull-ups as well because there was just too much of a stretch going on each time. So any pull down motions, I was starting to cut out. Anything that causes discomfort in my chest, in my pecs, I cut out completely. So in February 2019, I was starting to do some bodyweight dips again and some weighted dips and weighted push-ups. I found that with these exercises I had no pain whatsoever. However, when I went back to my old bodybuilding style, you know, like incline presses, chest flies, flat presses, bench press, exercises like that, I had some slight discomfort again. Like it was not near as bad as when the injury initially happened, and I was not, like, my actual pec wasn't swollen anymore. However, it was still some discomfort. I just couldn't have that again. So I decided to cut out those exercises and start focusing on more weighted calisthenics. At the time as well, I was kind of experimenting with the idea of leaving my bodybuilding training behind and moving towards calisthenics and weighted calisthenics instead. Calisthenics is mostly bodyweight training and is a more natural movement of the body, whereas the gym and lifting weights is a more unnatural movement of the body, which has a higher risk of injury, of course. Now, I'm not saying that the gym is unsafe, because you can do bench press, you can do deadlift, you can do all your weight work in a very safe way and progress and make gains. So, you know, calisthenics, people think about it, they think, oh, it's just a lot of bodyweight pull-ups, push-ups, dips. Well, not necessarily, and this is why I love weighted calisthenics, because, you know, because I was making progress in the gym and I was lifting heavy weights for my level. And then moving towards, you know, calisthenics, people think, oh, what, you're going to regress? No, because with weighted calisthenics, you have additional weight added onto your body weight. So you have a chain belt, for example, and you can put a couple plates on the chain belt and you can do weighted push-ups, weighted pull-ups, weighted dips. In April 2019, that's when things started to slowly go back to normal. I was able to do light weighted pull-ups again, because obviously if I didn't do weighted pull-ups from October 2018 to April 2019, I would have lost a lot of strength. The last time I did it, I was able to do 2 plates of 20 kg, 40 kg weighted pull-ups in total, and I lost about half of that strength. So between April 2019 and around September 2019, I didn't make a lot of progress in the gym, mainly because my chest it was still somewhat of a discomfort there. It was not near as bad as when the injury happened and the latter months of 2018. However, there was still some discomfort and it was just not allowing me to progress. So I kept taking time off between April 2019 and September 2019. I always took a couple of weeks off every few weeks just to be able to recover. I saw doctors, I tried to find solutions. 2017 was a great year when I started lifting. 2018, for the most part, was also a great year, and I made a lot of progress in these years. 2019, however, was a write-off in the gym. I was still going. I still didn't miss a session. I was very consistent, but I was making very, very minimal progress. So the latter months of 2019 was a lot better, because in October 2019 I had a thought. I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing flies? Why am I doing incline presses and things like that, which are affecting my injury, which are making my injury reoccur? And you know, although it wasn't hurting near as bad as 1 year ago, there was still some niggles, and you know, some other muscles were overcompensating for that, and they were being dragged down with it. So I was like, you know what, I had enough. I thought about it. When I do bodybuilding style exercises, I tend to hurt myself now, but weighted calisthenics, I was really beginning to take an interest in weighted calisthenics. So I started to focus primarily on doing weighted dips, weighted pull-ups, which I was always doing, but I made that a priority as well, and getting my strength back up in those exercises. And I also started doing weighted push-ups. I took that very seriously, and then towards the latter months of 2019 I was starting to make progress again. Finally, I was gaining strength on dips, I was gaining strength on weighted push-ups, and I was gaining strength on weighted pull-ups. The injury has healed over the course of the last year. However, there is still some discomfort on occasions, and that's something I gotta live with. But I'm working very hard to get rid of my knots, to do a lot more physiotherapy, a lot more stretching, and I am making progress in becoming totally pain-free. So guys, from October 2019 until January 2020, I focused very much on doing weighted calisthenics style training. So I was doing weighted push-ups, weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, and alongside that I was practicing a little bit of skill moves, but I was not taking that as seriously yet. Now what I love about weighted calisthenics and calisthenics is very accessible. So you don't really need that much equipment. If you have a pull-up bar at home and a dip bar at home, great. And then all you really need to do weighted calisthenics then is some weight and a chain belt. So it can be a weight vest you can have, or if you're going to use the chain belt, like I said, then you need either a couple of plates or some kettlebells, something you can put around the chain and add additional weight to your pull-ups and dips, and have enough weight that you can still progress. I'm still getting my gains, if not they're even coming quicker, because I'm applying progressive overload, and my main exercises are my dips, you know, which are going to hit the chest, it's going to hit the triceps, my pull-ups, which is going to hit the lats and the arms, or chin-ups is going to hit the arms more directly, and then also weighted push-ups, which is going to hit again the triceps and the chest. So I'm making great gains in many areas, and I'm progressively overloading each and every session. Alongside this as well, more towards the early parts of 2020, I started implementing more skill training. So initially I started with mostly just weighted calisthenics and some front lever practice alongside it, which I wasn't taking too seriously. But now I'm programming skill training into my routine, and I'm really trying to get good at my skill training, which is going to help, you know, obviously make me a better all-round athlete, but it's still going to help my physique. My core is going to be a lot better for it as well. So when I'm talking about skill training, guys, I am quite new to this. I am not an expert at all in this or any of it. I am still learning, and I'm in the beginning stages of my skill training. So at the minute I'm trying to learn the front lever and the handstand push-up. Now the handstand push-up and the front lever will not come overnight, and there's progressions I have to take. For the handstand, I have to learn the handstand on the wall. Then I have to learn a handstand push-up on the wall. Then I have to learn, for example, a freestanding handstand. And then I have to try and attempt a freestanding handstand push-up. Now my weighted calisthenics is gonna complement this and complement my process of learning these. With the front lever, guys, is a similar process. I have to learn the tuck front lever, then I have to learn an advanced tucked front lever, and then I have to try and learn a straddle front lever, and then the full front lever itself hanging from the bar in a straight line. Now the skills mostly are for fun. Like, it will complement my physique in terms of like my core will be a lot stronger and look better, but mostly I'm doing it for fun and not necessarily physique. The weighted calisthenics is more so gearing towards aesthetics, building my physique and building that strength. However, with the handstand push-up, that will also complement my physique, because a handstand push-up is essentially a shoulder press if you're able to do it freestanding and for reps as well. Now guys, although I've cut out the main parts of my bodybuilding style training, such as incline presses, shoulder presses and things like that, I'm still doing some isolation movements such as lateral raises and bicep curls to target areas more directly, which I can't always hit directly with calisthenics moves. All in all, I just want to continue making progress in weighted calisthenics and also learning as many skill moves as I can, as there is so much more to learn for me. Now guys, my current height is still 5'11" and my current weight is 72 kilos. Now over the last 2.5-3 years, as you can see in the video, I don't gain weight necessarily that fast, and I stay in quite a good condition year round. Now I'm not shredded necessarily by any means, but I stay in good shape year round, and I can still maintain some abs whilst getting size slowly over the months every time. So I'm happy with the progress I've made over the years, though it could have been a lot better if it wasn't for injuries and I trained a bit smarter. If you have stayed till the end, guys, thank you very much for watching the whole video of my transformation. And the main purpose of the video honestly was to show you, a natural gym transformation. By any means, it's maybe not the best transformation in the world, it's not the worst, it's just my transformation, and all I hope is that I've helped you in one form or another, that you can use this information to help yourself get better in your gym journey or for motivation, guys. Now guys, if you got any questions about gym, weighted calisthenics, bodybuilding, anything, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll make sure I'll answer the questions in a future video. Follow me on my Instagram at LifeOnPrep, where I frequently post workouts and tips about fitness and nutrition, and I'm sure I can help you guys in your fitness journey. Also, you can check my website lifeonprep.com, where I have some plans available, online coaching, as well as this. I also have a free quarantine workout plan which you can try for yourself at home.